Blended learning is a change in the classroom from analog to digital technology. Blended learning includes the spectrum of technology within the classroom, having that variation, including that face-to-face interaction. And technology, most importantly, is a tool. It will decrease the time wasted in the classroom by giving easier access to the students with increased engagement and instruction.
Make interaction synchronous, asynchronous, and mixed, and fill the time with purpose. There is no typical blended course. Plan your time and reflection to maximize efficiency. Blended learning is not a facelift. It is about adapting and building a bridge connecting formal learning to informal learning for lifelong learners.
Some considerations for blended learning course designs include available time online versus in-class, available technology, and the tech literacy of students and teachers. Classes need to have a structure or rhythm so that they are organized. This might include whole class discussions in a learning management system with a variety of activities that stretch across the online and in-class environment. Blended classrooms can lead to student success.
For elements of a blended course, we're going to weave on-site and online instruction to create an asynchronous classroom. We need to flip the classroom so that lecture goes online. We practice our activities in class and they can continue online with the lecture. We're going to develop the strengths of technology to improve FaceTime and have success.
Engaging heart and mind. Students need to have connection to content in class as well as online. Make lessons engaging to promote self-motivation and a desire to learn. There are 3 types of interactions, and blended learning allows you to incorporate all 3. Human and content interaction both have strengths and weaknesses, but if used together, they complement each other. Keep the human interaction. While computers are great, keep it blended. Find a balance between computer and human. With both, keep students' learning in mind, such as pacing, interaction, and make it personal.
Section 3.4 and 3.5. 3.4, designing content interaction to engage learners, and 3.5, a summary. 3.4, blend face-to-face and online experience for students, and feedback is available anytime, anywhere. Summary. Online or on-site modes are chosen by how their qualities best support learning activities and outcomes. Human interaction is used to increase emotional engagement when appropriate. Learning activities and lesson plans allow the teacher to increase personal interaction with struggling students, and discussions are designed to capitalize on asynchronous nature of online and synchronous nature of on-site.
Continuing with the theme of 3.4 and 3.5, we want to engage both the heart and the mind, looking for quality learning. You can utilize face-to-face instruction in the classroom and begin the discussion in the classroom and then carry it on online, where students can do it at their own time and without the stress and fears of talking in front of their other fellow classmates. We also will engage the heart and mind through static and dynamic instruction. Static instruction including ebooks and videos, dynamic instruction involving such things as simulations.
Sections 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3, designing blended courses. Start with a design model that first includes outcomes, next assessments, and then activities. Next, engage the students in blended learning, and then the evaluation should affect the redesign as you follow through this model. Blended course must be learning-centered with backward design in mind, student engagement with teacher feedback and input. Assessments will guide the redesign.
Section 5.1, a concise course description. You need to describe the audience, summarize the course goals, and suggest any strategies you will use. 5.2, mapping the course goals. You need to identify the goals as the standard, the goal or objective, and then move to the outcome being what the students are able to do with those goals. 5.3, writing specific learning outcomes. Students will then take and be able to do the various learning outcomes that are expected, for instance, describing, stating, explaining, or contrasting.
Section 6.1, 6.2, and 6.3 are all about assessments, both online and blended. This helps with feedback, frequency, and variety. Some of the benefits of on-site assessments include live student presentations, live demos, and it increases engagement, both human interaction and helps to stop cheaters. Some of the benefits for online assessments include they can do rubrics, self-assessments, they can get with peer assessments, self-corrections, multimedia, you can add videos into it, they can have website access all of the time, and peer discussions.
Sections 6.4 and 6.5, encouraging online honesty. For online quizzes, make them more formative where students can retake, have them frequent and harder to cheat on. For written work that students submit online, you can make use of plagiarism checkers, have them submit their work in drafts, and use a wiki so you can show who contributed. Also, there are benefits to having students create an e-portfolio to increase the audience for their work, increase motivation, and provide them with diverse feedback.
Sections 6.6, 6.7, and 6.8. Instructions should be simple, clear, and logical. Remember that the more time students are trying to figure out the instructions, that's the less amount of time that they can spend on the project. Students need to know how each section will apply to their final grade, and online comments from the teacher will help in that as well. Assessments give options for the teacher and for the student, and better and immediate feedback.
Sections 7.1, 7 through talk about the content-driven learning activities in a blended environment. First of all, always make sure that you know your outcome, desired outcome first, and work towards your activities from there. Decide along the way which ones will be on-site, which one will be online. So with the backward design, then you mount to plan no longer than 10-minute lectures and have worked examples, decide whether they will be on-site or online, and your practice activities are then computer-based and the teacher walks around the classroom monitoring.
Continuing those activities, there's two ways to use quizzes as a formative assessment. First of all, you can use online quizzes as a self-guided quiz that students can take that give them immediate feedback, give them an opportunity to retry and check for their own understanding. You can also use quizzes online as a reading check to make sure that students have done their pre-assigned reading before they come to class, and they can take that quiz showing that they're ready and have that prior knowledge to succeed. And then kind of the overview and the wrap-up was making sure that our online classroom and our online content and our classroom content are woven together, we're striking a balance, and we're creating a model where they're both utilized and both important.